Today we're going to be trying out a couple of fun cards here. So the first thing obviously is we're going to try out the buff the Proto Flutter. It did go to 7 provisions, so a bit cheaper, easier to fit in decks. Really want to try that out. And then I thought we'd also play Inspirational Ballad deck, because we've been meaning to make one of these guys for a while, just never got around to it. And it seems like, why not? Let's go with this Inspirational Ballad. Now, as far as this deck here, we're going to try and make use of the Ballad. Only one Ballad. I really wanted to put in 2, but we'll talk about that later. We're going to play Golden Necker Vampires. The reason why is because I think this is one of the best fits to play a Ballad deck, because you're going to have the Vampire tag covered. The problematic tags, I think, are Dwarves and Vampires, because Vampires are pretty much, well, actually, not just monsters. You do monsters and Nilfgaard, then Dwarves are pretty much just Scoia'tael. So, kind of have to play neutral Dwarves. Those are pretty limited, obviously. These 4, or these 3, I should say. So we're going to go with Troubadour. Means you have to play bonded cards. Natural thing here is to play the bonded Caravan Vanguard, because the human tag for the Ballad. That gives us Dwarf, and then Human, and then we play a Vampire. We are playing a Witcher in Geralt Ard, who we haven't showcased quite yet after his buff, but I have been enjoying in some various Golden Necker decks. For those of you who for some reason don't know, Inspirational Ballad gives 6 Vitality to a random Witcher, Dwarf, Human, and Vampire, which is 24 for 5. If you get all 4 and you wait 6 turns. So obviously it's not usually going to happen, but if we get like 12 or 18 points off, it should be pretty good. As far as the rest of the deck here, we're going to play Golden Necker, Decree, Crimson Curse at 9. I want to play this a bit. See how we feel about it. Necromancer's Tome to bring back our vampires, all that normal shenanigans. Lord Riptide, Catachan for an engine. We have the Geralt Ard, Toad Prince, a Necromancy. Where you really want to Necromancy the Flutter, so you operate a Flutter, you can Necromancy back Flutter. The optimal thing here, I think, would be play Megascopes over the Inspirational Ballads and Vanguards. If you want to play like a true Golden Necker Vampire deck, you'd probably run Megascopes and then cut these out and fit in Musicians of Blaviken, because Megascopes are at 5, so you can do that, and then not play the Vanguards and stuff. But you know what? We're going to have some fun today. Then we have the Proto Flutter, 2 Flutters, Alp Necrot, pretty normal there, Vanguard, Highwayman, and Troubadour. Now, I debated going Plumard for the bonded on Troubadour. We've done Plumard decks before, where you just make Plumards. It's pretty fun. And we're struggling to create the human tags, so I think we'll go with this. I don't think it's going to be the strongest Golden Necker deck, but I just want to see a big old Inspirational Ballad or 2 here. I don't think we can afford to put a second one in, sadly, because we need the duplicates on our bronzes for the Necromancer's Tome. So that's a little unfortunate. We don't have that much Necromancer's Tome's good on. It's just Alp, Necrot, and Flutter, basically. So it might be better in a non-Golden Necker deck, or maybe not Necromancer's Tome deck. But I thought this would be an easy way to trigger it. Plus, you can get multiple things out pretty quickly with Necker, and then trigger stuff. So, it seemed like a decent idea at the time. Maybe that won't end up being true, but we'll have fun either way. Let's go get into some games. Raw XE here, playing some fruits. Nope, don't want that, don't want that. We have the Ballad, we'll probably play that round 1 here. Do we avoid Riptide or we play into it? I don't think we have a choice. That's Troubadour. I guess give him an Erendite point there by not clicking this, but I don't want to use it on the Troubadour. We have a Flutter in hand? We do not. Lovely.
Away from my wares! Away!
Went to Cosimo next turn. He's getting Erendite points, though. Should mess up the Fiend. He doesn't want to play that here. There's a Ygrin. Alright, Kazuma, what are you going to do for us today?
Clean that up. Dissect the line.
That's pretty terrible, but okay. Sure. So we got what, +7 here. 5. Played for 12. It's okay. Just pretty low rolled. This one's a low roll, but I guess the Darren's not too bad. Make the Riptide a 50-50 at least. We have to click it so we keep up a bit here. This looks a lot like the deck we played recently. We have human, dwarf, vampire. Vampire is Veil though. Makes the Ballad not great. We need something that's going to persist here to get us points. And I want to spawn the 2 vampire bodies, so hopefully Ballad can hit one of them. We'll play Ballad next, I think. And then we want this Blood Moon persisting to try and keep us up while those tick their vitalities. We don't have all 6 turns. But if we get like 3 or 4 turns, it's good enough. Realistically. As long as we hit 3 cards. Oh, it's a pretty weak fiend. Play the Ballad. Just don't hit our Necrot. They hit the Necrot every time. So we're probably only getting 8 points off the Ballad. Actually, probably only getting 6 off it. It's not good. I was hoping for quite a bit more. I always decree into Riptide to kill the Ygrin. So we weren't too concerned there. We wanted to wait as long as possible so the Azrael doesn't come up quickly. We need to find our Flutter so we can set up our Necromancer's Tome round. We're going to need that. There's the Necker itself. Toad Prince might not find anything to eat other than a fruit. I feel about Ard. Balladed, Ard's not the best here. Want this to come off of the Golden Necker. We still need to find a Flutter. Do we just put this back at this point? I think so. Of course, now we get it. That's fine, we can decree it. It's not great. I was hoping we would, no. If we put that back, because we didn't have the Flutter, and we wanted to push this round, which meant we didn't need its lack of tempo, now we regret that. So, go decree. Operator. This should die to either Erendite or Riptide or something. Heatwave. Probably Riptide. Or Erendite, it's probably at 7. Oh yeah, Erendite's probably at 7. Decree? Are we playing Decree on Neuromancy? Is this actually our deck list? Kind of neat if it was. Always interesting ranked people playing stuff you make. In which case, there's no Erendite. Deregere. Okay, we did have to cut Queen of the Night for this deck to fit all the stuff in, unfortunately. We're playing the Necrot because even though it does come off with the Tome, round 3 is going to be too short for, I think, it to get a lot of value. We want to get Alp and Flutter. Get the Mamuna, that's pretty good. We consume Deregere next turn with Toad Prince. We do want to play the Alp. We really want to play the Toad Prince this round because it won't find value in the future. Not a great ethereal. Not a great ethereal, but it will get him more points here. Do we want to play the Toad Prince in a 7-card round? Is there a chance we can consume a fruit there? We have no hope of winning this one, so we will take the pass here. Mamuna into ethereal means we can't keep pressing. Obviously there's an Ozrel coming, which is going to be like 17. Potentially a Morvood, potentially an Erendite. We don't need this anymore. Necromancy's our only special though, right? Yeah. Oh, please don't draw into Tome off of it. Okay. Thank goodness. Want to get our 2 Flutters, then do our 1 Leader Charge. Then we'll play Alp, which will give us the Bleedings. So we'd actually want to open Ekamara. You can't banish both Flutters. So we should banish... We should banish the Alp. Do this first. There's a chance we could mess up a Witch Apprentice with this. We want to wait, I think. Yeah, I think we want to wait on Necker. Just because we're not going to have bleeding every turn. Now we have bleeding each turn that remains, though. What does that pull out of our deck? It pulls something out, so if we can get a kill on this, we should try for it. We do have Riptides. We want to... Actually, we could go Geralt into Riptide. I think we do Necker this turn first, though. Hey, we got the Flutter. That's pretty nice. That should be enough value. Yeah, I guess he does mess us up a little bit with the squirrel. Forgot the squirrel banished one of our Flutters. I thought we were going to get 3 there. But since he banished one, we did a stupid thing and we brought back the one. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. As good as the Alp is, Riptide gets 4 extra points if we go this, then we lose 6 here. No, we do this 6 here. Yeah, since he squirreled and we ate the squirrel, we forgot that we didn't have 2 Flutters anymore. If we had 2 Flutters, we get 2 back there, which is nice. Just shove all those ranged. We should have enough points here. I guess that we would still have Necromancy the Flutter, even if there's only the one. There's the Ozrel. Does block our Riptide on this. Melee versus range shouldn't matter. The only thing we lose to is Igni. I guess melee is better because it stops the Witch Apprentice, but this does appear to be our deck list. Or basically our deck list. It's nice knowing what they're playing. What do we have here? Handbuff? Probably Renfri Handbuff? Let's see. Oh, we just do 3 of the cards we don't want. No Golden Necker. Always check that first. You know what? Let's just thin first. I debated Troubadour before doing that. But we don't have the Ballad, so it only gives us 3 extra points. I just want tempo Cosimo, I think.
I foresee victory for you.
Pain is the body's natural.
Don't you worry yourself, you Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
Well, that could have been a better. Still 11 on Cosimo total. That's okay. If we had a way to trigger Udalric, we might have something here against Handbuff. But we don't. Honestly, Geralt Ard's pretty tempting here. But I want to wait and see if he goes Smuggler as well. Do we have Operator Flutter? We have neither. Oh, we have Flutter. Could Operator let him Handbuff and go round 3? Set the Operator. I always have Udalric as an option here. If he plays anything really tall this round. Which he shouldn't. Yeah, we could have gotten a really sick Ard. It's okay, though. Want to set up an Alp. Technically should have bled the Smuggler. Might as well just play this.
From white sands to snows.
There should be enough points to make him pass, one would think. Oh, Mata, what are we getting here? The other Troubadour, right? There he
Do
is.
not make me beg.
He gets his Renfri. He gets his Renfri. He can't pass here, because he could catch up and just handbuff. He could just catch up hand buffing. We have to go round 2, push. Problem is, without Golden Necker, that won't work. We need to go round 3. With him not having tall stuff, it's going to be hard. Our deck's not really flexible enough to deal with this normally. Drops the Renfri. There she is.
I have scores to settle.
What passive did we get? Active is all... Oh, you might just click that right now. Cooldown? Yeah, I got cooldown. It got cooldown because of course it did. Remove that carryover. The Udalric here actually kind of does something potentially. Yes, Renfri before Rune Mage while Rune Mage is in your hand. Lovely. Item don't understand. Was the tempo that important that you felt like you had to do that? It's weird. Again. Whatever. We just play a second Troubadour. Play a second Troubadour, we make it really hard to get any value off the Inspirational Ballad later. But that's better than, like, not playing these. I think we just go with this. Nice. It's actually not that bad, because that means it'll die to the one bleeding, and I can't waste points on it in the future. Okay. I think our options here are to 2-0 or lose the game. Is not going to work, though, against Handbuff. And we don't have our golden necker anyway. So it's a straight long round 3 then. If we don't draw golden necker, we lose. But we have a 5 out of 8 chance of getting it. In the long round, we do get a lot of points, assuming we get Tome. Or not, access the Tome off of Necker. We can always play Tome, because you won't have Heat Wave, but it's too slow. Okay, do we want to keep a Ballad in hand? Not really. We put the Tome back so we get off of Necker, because if we don't get Necker, the game's over. It doesn't matter that we have the Tome or not in hand. Just gonna buff up some more. Really hope we get Necromancy. I mean, there's no reason not to just open with this. Because he can't interfere with it. Don't want to click this because we'll get it back anyway. We actually want to get Vanguard. We'll get the other Flutter back anyway, assuming there's no Squirrel.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
I want to tick that one down in case Riptide can find value. There's going to be a Geralt. There's going to... Oh, that took one of the big buffs. That's nice. There's going to be a Geralt and there's going to be a Sheldon. You should Geralt the one that's doomed. Then again, he just did play his Ruin Rage but after the Renfri, so you never know. Actually, I really hope he kills this, because we can get the second one. Hover this real quick. Yeah, kill that. Nice, we get the full value on the tome then. Perfect. Probably have to go Catachan. Really slow in this last Flutter here. I forgot to click this guy. He's behind our thing. Yep, there's the Igni. That's why we're waiting though. If he does end up killing us, I want to bring him back. That's fine. We get 2 Flutters once again. We'll be greedy for the 3rd point here. He has his tall cards left. Iflane. If this is if there's an Aglace in hand, we lose. If there's a Sheldon, we can kind of deal with it, I think. Actually, we have a lot of value out. Nope, not quite yet. Let's click this first. We have a lot of value. There's the Aglace. Oh, it's not that big of an Aglace. Not that big. These both want to go melee. This is better range than this one is, though.
Not your lucky day.
We could pretend to Igni him. It obviously won't work, but we could actually pretend by hitting these 2. We'll do it. It's kind of fun. Can still put one more guy ranged. We actually might still win this. Torque's only 21. Big Renfri leader, though. Insane Renfri leader. That's a lot of bleeding. We can trigger our guys. And looks like we take that one. GG. It was really key there we didn't play the other Flutter too early, because we figured there would be a Geralt, and if it's the Igni, we can actually revive Flutter again. Ooh, this could be problematic. We go pretty tall. Lock. Oh, we just milling? Oh, we're clogging. Okay. Knew it was something stupid. I guess we can Inspirational Ballad round one. That's kind of fun, at least. We have Cosimo? We can get Cosimo. That'll be our only tutor, though. Do we have a Flutter? No, we don't have a Flutter. This is pretty bad. We need something that's a strong engine going. He's gonna lock this. Probably, but he might wait for a Flutter, which we don't actually have. He waits for Flutter, we're pretty happy. This is full clog, which would be my guess. Playing golds is actually decent because they don't want to put more in your deck. We can't like rely on that. Oh, it's constructs, I guess. It's just constructs? That's interesting if it's the case. I guess we Troubadour. I sort of want to Alp when it would reduce the Catacan down. Like we can Alp leader next turn and trigger the Catacan again. If we do it this turn, he'll see that we can Alp order next turn and probably just lock it. He's gonna lock it anyway. Okay. It's just constructs. Okay, that's a little different.
Stay true to our way, we must always.
Is it worth grabbing the Cosimo? I think it is. Hopefully our Troubadour lives. So we'll go Cosimo into Ballad, I think will be our plan here. Because I don't want the Ballad to go on something we're transforming with Cosimo. Right now we probably look like a Renfri deck, to be honest. Probably suspects we're playing Renfri Vampires.
Nothing will stop us.
Alright, Cosmo, let's see the RNG. Give us something good.
Mutation of the eyes. That is the greatest complication.
That could be worse. It's actually a backup dwarf, funny enough. 5-3. 8. Cosmo played for 13. Cosmo's so good on Highwayman. Every time we play him, I'm trying to keep track how much value it is. On average, it is quite a bit. Like, above rate, for sure. Above provision curve. That is not the vampire I wanted that to land on, but whatever. I basically guarantee you thought we were playing Renfri until that Ballad came down. No, don't disconnect. Actually, if you use DC and we win, I can put it in the beginning of the video as a highlight. That'd be funny. Ballad scaring people out of the game. Yeah, that's right. Come back. We're good. This is full constructs. He should be able to win this, I think. This round, I mean. Because they play a lot of golds early. Okay, abduction, sure. Do want to play an Alp this round. Okay. You get 6 points off of the Vitality's triggering. He loses 1, so that's 7. We only need 6. Alp Order gives us another point or 2, so I think we play this. Right. He loses 2, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to 49, he goes to 53. That's a 4-point difference. Alp Deploy would get us there. So bleeding would take one more time. Does mess with Tome, though. Can we justify playing Riptide? Yeah. The reason we're playing Riptide, rather than saving it, is because of Primordial Dow. He's going to play that before any of his good engines, and then that makes Riptide not great anyway. Whereas this gets us a ton of value if it comes back off of the Tome. And we want to do that here before the Colossal Ifrit can start blowing up our whole row. Oh, there's Operator Flutter. This hand is actually incredible. Yeah, this hand looks really good. This is basically exactly what we want to see. We have the Alp. Nekarot's not ideal. It's not perfect, because it won't come back. We don't have one in grave. Yep, there's the Colossal. But now, since we've already played that one, we go Tome. We can actually revive it. Here's the thing. If we get Necromancy off of Golden Necker, and we bring back... Not this. If we bring back Flutter, it won't proc. But if we go this first, then maybe this won't trigger. Interesting. Let's go Nekarot. If he kills this, it kind of solves the problem, potentially. Okay, then we'll go... We could just keep this hand, to be honest. Go round 3. It's an option. Probably the option we take. Because we'd like to draw Necromancy. So we can play around a bit here. Okay, there we go. Or not, I didn't mean draw Necromancy. I meant to draw the thing we don't want to Necromancy. We do the second Flutter here. Okay. We can play that first to be okay. Now he's going to have a lot of damage. There's the Sandor. What's up with this Sandor? Did, like, someone make a video on this deck? Sandor Constructs? What do you shuffle in? Let's False Theory, of course. Does this shuffle or go to the bottom? Shuffle into your opponent's deck. If we Golden Necker False Theory, that would be amazing for us. What's the downside we could get there? Downside would be... Toad Prince doesn't have a target. That'd be bad. What else? Yeah, okay, we'll wait a turn. Play this first. Probably won't Abduction right away. And if he does, we probably weren't going to hit the Siri anyway. Okay, Okay, now we can go here. We've got good targets for our 2 cards that could have missed. Golden Neck or Time? That goes on the bottom though, right? Yeah, that one goes in the bottom.
Away from my wares! Away!
What do we pick here? We don't want to pick these. We can just take our Vanguard.
A long road walked we have.
That can work. Construct decks don't usually play Heat Wave because they have enough control outside of it. But if he does Heat Wave, the Tome will actually feel pretty bad. We really need Tome this round. Look at the False Theory coming out. There's the big boy. You will have time to cool down and use that again. But in between, we can... Okay, not saving that for Siri. Guess the Abduction does it with the Booher anyway. Gonna protect. So this is the time we start doing the the flutters here. Spread them out a little bit. Do I want damage on this? Let's put it on here. Necker out next. Basically trying to avoid the Colossal Ether as much as possible. It will get to hit us again. Should I get to fire 3 times? I might get to fire 3 times. That's probably just too much value if that happens. But I don't like trying to figure it out right now. It's cooldown 4, right? 3? For some reason I thought it was 4. There's a lock.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
We can trigger 3 points on this each turn. With leader here. Probably worth it. This will do 3, 3, then 3. Then we can flutter into this. Actually, we'll flutter into this first. I was kind of hoping you'd kill this one. Then we can get that revive, but that's probably asking for too much. This will be our finisher. Proto Flutter. Go Alp, then click both Alp orders on something, get big boost on Proto Flutter. That's the idea here. I don't know if we can overcome what he's doing though. The Colossal Effort's pretty good. The Regare Lock. Well, that's the opposite of what we want to see. That in the hopefully least harmful spot. It's only just 4, right? 5. If he plays the last construct, Living Armor here, he could kill the Flutter.
Kill the dog diddlers!
There's the Abduction. Yo, I completely missed the Necrot order. This one? We didn't miss it, like everything has bleeding, so we might as well wait.
That is what matters.
Yep. It goes over to him. 16-point swing. He'll tick 2 more times. We're kind of still in this. Depends what he kills with the big guy here. Okay. We have a lot of bleeding out. We just stack more on Colossal. No, it's the same. The same total value. doesn't get this a third time at least. There's the last construct. 15's pretty big. The chance that this last card's a tall punish is really low, right? I think I played this exact deck other than Cynthia before. Actually, no, man, we played something slightly different. Do we want to make a big Proto Flutter? It's probably the best probably the best value. Also, it's the highest risk, but you know, let's make a big one. Let's see if it's enough. Just lose. I guess Heat Wave's a draw. Oh, it is Heat Wave. Oh, it's not a draw. Guess we miscounted by one there. Alright, we shouldn't have gone for it. We lost by making the big Proto Flutter. Whatever.
Let's get this over with.
Some Deathwish here. That's some Golden Necker action. As we are also playing it. We've been playing a lot of Golden Necker lately, guys, but it is a card that lets you enable a lot of fun combos and stuff. So how's that going for it? I wish we had Ballad in this opener. Debated on keeping that for a while. We begin with the Operator, or do we want to go... Probably begin with Operator. Do we play around Riptide? Don't think so. Not this time. More like we are playing around... Yeah, there's a Riptide, that's fine, because we got the other one in hand. Kind of figured that'd come down there. We want to Thin next and go Cosimo.
From white sands to snows.
We won't go quickly into the second Flutter because we are short on bleeding triggers with no Nekarot. Yeah, it looks like Golden Necker. His Necker round will be better than ours, I think, if it's short. If it's long, ours is better. Something to keep in mind. Alright, Cosmo, hit me with something good.
Pain is the body's natural reaction. It passes eventually.
That'll work. That will work. Really good value. Actually, yeah, this is 100% just the Golden Necker deck. We want to play an Alp to set that up. Do we want to go with the other Flutter? Not really. Save that round 2, ideally. Give that the Veil. He probably passes. And just tries to set up round 2 into 3. Although his deck really wants that round 3, so I guess he does have more setup to do. Toad. I'll play this here. Just because this is on board. It's not the best thing to play. So I want to keep it round 2. But I think it makes the most sense here if he's going to actually play some tempo stuff like Jotun. There's not going to be much value on Toad Prince because all his low power stuff's going to be like Deathwish. Might as well use it here. Now he's down by 30. He should pass now. If he plays any more here, we pass. So right now his Necker setup is 1, 2 cards. It's not great. I guess Cyclops is 3. That being said, do we get our Golden Necker here? We do. Does that mean we want to play here? Not with his hand. What we would like to do is force out his Golden Necker without using our own. But that would be quite the achievement. And now we get Ballad off of Tome. Or off of Necker. Decree for Riptide. Riptide's not great here. Do have Decree and Necromancy. So we could theoretically get, if we go open with Golden Necker, his round 3 carryover is better. With leaders as well. I think we just take a long round 3 with Engine. His round 3 is going to be really good as well. But he doesn't have good setup on the Golden Necker, which is where it gets really concerning if they bring back Witch Apprentices and stuff. Obviously that's... I don't think Siri's particularly good anymore, by the way. He's okay. That's what we're looking for. Special. Necker out first. We kind of want the second Necker out. This is good Ballad setup. Ballad will be worth quite a bit in this round. We'll keep this. Surprised he didn't consume that. He probably will eventually. Let's do this one first. Got a lot of point potential on this. He's going to consume with this, so he can't get to his setup. Does that get us Troubadour?
With me, you'll forget your
Troubadour's going to fill up our row space really quickly. We might get the full 24-point Ballad off here. We'll try to get it off. It'll be quite good if we do. Okay, well, obviously we were hoping that wouldn't hit that one, but it did. Let's go Necker out. Very tempted to leader here to spawn with another Ekamara in case there's a Foglet coming next turn. Give us more value, but I think we want to save it for Flutters. Okay, that's fine. He's setting up for his Golden Necker. That's okay. We do have to start getting our engines going, though. The Golden Necker doesn't do too much. The only important thing it does is it gives us 2 Flutters, so we'll do it here. Alright, Ballad. I believe in the Ballad. 18-point Ballad. Obviously we can do this first, but really want to start getting those engines going. We can't wait any longer. Our strength is those engines.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
He's our Cyclops still. Oh, hopefully he kills for... If he kills both of these, we can bring him back with Necromancy again. That'd be ideal. It says 5 turns left. We are concerned about the row space, so be careful with the Catachan. Alright, now he gets all his value. I think he's going to win this. Oh, no special. Do you think he wins this? What does Decree get us? Anything good? Riptide. Tide's not great here. It's actually quite bad. Is the Necker out better? Probably not. We're going to end up discarding this, unfortunately. We just grab the other flutter. We can't wait for something to die. Should have done this first, obviously. Now we get punished by Cyclops.
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
Okay, he uses Deathwish trigger. Something we can't do. Probably discard this. We decree the Alp. Like it fills up us rows. We have 3, 4, 5 row spaces left. Probably do want the Alp. Both of our guards are melee lock, so this goes ranged. He's gonna win this. Maybe we had to... I guess the round 2 all-in was the play.
Let's get this over with.
So I want to hit the things you might consider Cyclopsing. Do have to discard this. Still, I think I said it already though. You should still have enough points to win. Silver Alp orders, we didn't use those because the microphone was in the way again. I'm gonna have to move my microphone. I keep forgetting we have cards because they're obstructed. Okay, let's do this. We just stack everything for a proto flutter here. So it has 1. Should we do the right one first? You know what? There's actually a chance we still win this. There's the Jotun. Huh. Would you look at that? We do win this. Oh, we have to just click that. GG. Wow, I didn't think we'd pull that off. It's looking really rough there. But I guess the flighters just pull it out. GG. We did kind of forget some orders round 3 there, so hopefully that's not a problem. But anyway, there you guys go. Some Golden Necker Vampires with Inspirational Ballad. Proto Fighter seems fine. Yeah, it just seems fine. It's 10 for 7 after 3 turns, but you can get more payoff from your bleedings. He seems okay. Yeah. As far as the other main star of the deck, Inspirational Ballad. I mean, we were able to get pretty good value off of it a few times. Yeah, we got some good value off of it a few times. It is, I think you have to play Troubadour. you want to do it in this deck. Really wish it wasn't random. You could do something fun with it in Prison Pendant. Oh, you can play it in Scoia'tael anyway. But yeah, overall though, as far as this deck, we had some fun with this one. Protoflutter seemed fine. Inspirational Ballad seemed, it seems good if you build your deck around it and then play it. Problem is you have to build your deck around it, and those cards aren't always the best. For example, Troubadour here usually doesn't give us more than, I guess, gives us 8 value. If it lives, then we play a Caravan Vanguard, which is fine. That's okay. It's just that's usually they ping the thing you spawn with Troubadour. If they don't, though, it's actually decent value. Do kind of wish we could fit Plumbards instead, but we need those human tags. So that is a little unfortunate there. But overall, we had some fun with this one. I do think that Geralt Ard might be a bit overkill. He didn't do much for us in this deck. I had better success with him in different decks. But he didn't do too much for us here. And we could use those provisions for something else, like Lady of the Night for the Purify would like to play. The Verena we'd like to play. Some good options in there. Oriana's decent too. I honestly think probably the best thing to do is Megascopes are good too as well. You want to play those. I'm just trying to think. I think the best thing to do with this deck is obviously not be playing Ballad. But if we're trying to keep it a Ballad deck, because a lot of decks built around that, if we're trying to keep it Ballad, I think we cut Protoflutter and Ard. We want to go Queen of the Night. I think we want the Purify. Then we go Verena, I think would be the best. Where's Verena? I think this might be best for us. The thing with this deck that really is a bit annoying is that when you're playing Ballad and all this stuff down here, you kind of have to play. Like, you have to play Troubadour. 100% if you're playing Ballad. Unless you want to give up on the Dwarf tag completely. You have to play this. Then you're either playing Vanguard and Highwaymen, or you're playing Plumbards. And you need to have humans in your deck, so I think Vanguard makes by far the most sense. So you're playing these. Then you're looking at only 3 different bronzes for your Necromancer's Tome, which is enough. It is enough, usually. But that is the one thing, so you don't have a lot of bronzes here to work with. Yeah. And then Crimson Curse, I guess you could swap out as well. You could play something else for control. Make Hengate's Sword. Play your Ciri if you would like her. Play Mata for more consistency on the Necker. I thought with Highwayman thinning, we would be able to get the Gold Necker consistently. Not every game, still. So maybe Crimson Curse from Mata for that consistency on Necker. Yeah, there's some options there. Anyway, guys, hopefully you had some fun watching this. Had some fun playing it. Got some decent ballads off. Protoflutter seems decent. And we will see you next time.